Hello, good afternoon and welcome to my humble model railway, Bedstead Junction. Now this afternoon we're looking at a Hornby County class. Now I've already got two of these, but those are the older versions which have got the Wingfield style motor inside, okay? But this, what we're looking at now, is a more modern one with a 5-pole motor in it, okay? And it's in the Hornby Railroad range. Now I bought this on eBay a couple of days ago and it arrived to the post very promptly this morning, okay? Or was it early afternoon? I can't remember. But anyway, it came today, earlier, and all in good condition. And these are my golden rules, okay, of buying, okay, which I did actually break when I bought my previous locomotive, but not this one this time. Now the first thing you need to do is always read the description, and the first thing I'm looking for is, does it run, okay? Is it in good condition? Are there good photographs? Does it contain all the parts and accessories, okay? And this is how the advert went, okay? This is made my decision to buy. This was the full description. Hornby R2937 GWR County Class 1006 County of Cornwall box DCC ready. Okay, so that's what we got. This loco comes in excellent /mint condition with sealed accessory pack. Loco has been tested and runs smooth in both directions. So it's telling me in the description already it's in good condition. They say it's in immaculate condition. As with older second-hand locomotives will benefit from lubrication and probably not run for a long while. Please study pictures as a use item and form part of the description. Now they did have loads of pictures, okay, and I could read from there and I could really satisfy myself that this locomotive is the real deal, okay. Not going to have any bits missing. They cost me £69.95 plus £4.50 postage. Now these don't come up very often, or at least they didn't for me when I was looking, okay. And it's let's say it's in the Hornby Railroad range. And we'll just have a quick look at the box a second. You can just see how it comes. And then we'll have a look at some other things as well. Now, and I'll tell you what I did post delivery as well, having received this. Okay, you can clearly see it, like it said on there, it's R2937, GWR County of Cornwall. Beautiful. Okay. It came with instructions. And the instructions tell you where to oil the locomotive. And I've now done that. I've oiled it in all the places indicated there. And that's where the DCC socket goes there, like, if we were to go DCC. And it did come with a little sleeve as well to tell you how to DCC fit it. And am I delighted with the locomotive? Yes, I am. Okay, absolutely delighted. That's the packaging it comes in. It's a standard railroad, so it's a foam package, and I don't mind it. I know a lot of people complain about it, but I don't mind. And on the back, it's got holes there for you to put your fingers through to remove the locomotive and the tender. And there's a full detail pack there, unopened. And that's the accessory for DCC. Absolutely fine. So as you can see, we've got a perfectly good locomotive here. And what I've done is I've ran it forwards and backwards. So I ran it a half hour in one direction, half hour in the other, after giving it a good oiling. So now it's running perfectly well, and it's pulling this magnificent rake of GWR coaches. We're going to have a closer look at her in a minute, on the Lazy Susan. What we'll talk a little bit about the locomotive itself just for now. Now it's designed by Frederick William Hawksworth, the last engineer of the Great Western Railway, that's mechanical engineer. and he succeeded Charles Benjamin Collett in 1941, and then he went through to about 1948. He retired in 1948 after nationalisation, and this was the only large tender engine ever designed by Hawksworth. I think if nationalisation had not occurred, it was intended that this may have been one of a bigger series of locomotives. Only 30 were built, and none have survived into preservation. But there is one being built by a preservation society, so you may see one of these back on the tracks once again. It's in the original Great Western livery, which you would have only had between about 1945 to 1948. They were built between 1945 and 1947. Okay, and they were designed to be able to produce the same amount of power as a 4-cylinder Castle locomotive, but from only having a 2-cylinder locomotive. There's a 2-cylinder locomotive, very much carrying on the tradition of the Saints class, the Hall classes, the Manors and the Granges, okay? 2-cylinder locomotive. But it did have one design departure, one major design departure, and we'll look at that once it's on the Lazy Susan, okay? And we can see how magnificent this locomotive is. Like I say, it's in the Hornby Railroad range, and so you don't get one or two items. But being a half glass full person, I will say to you, don't look at what you're not getting, look at what you are getting. And wow, aren't you getting quite a lot, okay? So let's we're going to run one more time, and then we'll get her ready to go to Lady Susan, and then we'll have a look and see a nice 360-degree view. And we need to be able to see what I do here, how I uncouple. Let's get the Lazy Susan put there ready. So, okay, so probably looks like a large spade, but because all you do is you can hook that under the couplings, and it should be able to release the couplings. There we are. How easy was that? Make life easy for yourself, that's what I say. Just place this locomotive onto the Lazy Susan, and then we'll swivel the camera around to have a quick look at her. Right, our magnificent 460 county class locomotive, County of Cornwall. Copper chimney, brass safety valve cover, brass whistles. Okay, I think the whistles might be metal. That's probably painted for effect out there, but it looks quite effective. The major departure which affected the look of the locomotive is this. It's got straight splashers down here instead of curved splashes over the wheels, and it's got a straight nameplate. You do get a few things like with the lining on these as well. You don't get quite the same amount of lining, but you've still got the lovely GW. That was the last Great Western logo there, GW with a crest in the middle. The cab comes fully glazed. Running gear looks quite nice. Now, one thing you need to think about on these are very much like the older counties. That part there, where the slider bar goes up and down, the crosshead, that's plastic, okay? So you don't want to pick up the locomotive like that, okay, and pick up and push those in. If they do pop out, okay, they're not bad to pop back in again, okay? I've done it, I've been there, I've done it, okay? But it's something to watch out for, okay? You don't get lining on the cylinder there. But remember, this Hornby Railroad model, and it is meant really to be affordable. It's meant to be durable and affordable. You get the lovely separately fitted handrail there on the boiler. We'll look at the front of the locomotive now. Now you don't get a separately fitted dart. That's moulded on there, but I mean I don't mind that. That's absolutely fine for me. And you get the buffer beam there. You've got the number on the buffer beam there, 1006. Vacuum pipe, and for those of you who really care about it, and I do in some ways, sprung buffers. Yay! Look at that, lovely, absolutely superb. All right, sprung buffers. Moving on to the other side now. Clearly see the nameplate again, County of Cornwall, 1006. On the earlier models made by Hornby, you do get that picked out there in gold around the edge of the window, but I don't really mind about that too much. I mean, it's that's absolutely fine, but you do get the glazing in there. Now, I don't think you get the root marking on there either. You've got the pipe going along there, along the side of the boiler, along the handrail there. Look, that's separately fitted handrail as well. And you've got the reversing rod quite well, reversing gear there, quite well represented. So that tells you need to put the driver, if you're going to put a crew in this, please put the driver in on the right hand side, okay? NMS is different, I think. Some locomotives are on the other side, so it does differ. Metal wheels on the tender. A half full coal load, you see that? That's gone in there, look. Do that down the side, there's a half full coal load. And then moving on to the back. Probably see it at an angle there, but you've got the well, there you go, that's better. Right, got a separately fitted pipe there, sprung buffers once again, a larger coupling, but I don't mind too much about that. Lovely handrails on each side of the tender, and there and there. Handrails here. I mean, really, it's a magnificent locomotive. I mean, for what you're getting for your money, I mean, it's absolutely superb. Okay, I would recommend this model to anybody. Okay. Brilliant. And what I did as well, now like I said, I give it a good oiling, gave it ran it in as well. I ran it in, and that's paying dividends already. It's a very, very quiet running locomotive, very, very smooth running as well. I mean, really, really nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it back on the track now and watch it go around a little bit more. And we'll see what she's like on points and everything else. We'll give her the points test like I normally do. So what I'm going to do is let's move back around here. Now I always use a coupler, okay, so that's what I'll be doing now. Sorry, a raiding ramp. Okay, so put that on there. I will give you an example of the control you can get from this locomotive. Okay, there's our target right there, the coach. Okay, so just pop her into reverse. I remember the description runs well forwards and backwards, and it does. Okay, and are we coupled? And are we ready? Watch us thunder through the local station over there. remember, I'm running this on a 6 foot by 4 foot layout, so this layout probably contains about as much play value as you can probably get on a 6 foot by 4 foot layout. So it's probably change the configuration of a few sidings or something, but this is about, for this kind of trains I want to run, I've probably got it to the level where I want it to be now. Just got to start decorating. I keep on promising, don't I, to do this, something with this layout. I will get round to it. Now we'll just do a little bit of a recap then on the buying experience, because like I say, I bought my King Arthur class, one of my previous purchases. That was not very good description, okay, hardly anything in the description. No, you couldn't really see it clearly in any photos. It didn't have any clear photos to check the condition, and it didn't say whether or not it ran, okay. And I fell foul on all points there. The chimney was falling off when I got it. And it fell to bits going around the track as well, that one. You can see the video on that as well. But this, I carried out all the due diligence before I bought this locomotive. Just go over it again. Does it run? Yeah, it was described as mint condition, wasn't it? Described as running smoothly forwards and backwards, and with all the boxed, and with all the parts and the accessories. And I could tell that from the photographs that everything was included. So that the centre here is something that will give a very good presentation, and it led to me wanting to buy this particular locomotive. Absolutely superb. Now I can watch the locomotive go round all day. Well, I'll probably feel hungry at some point, so I need to go down to make a bit of dinner or something, or a bit of tea. Now, the construction of it, I mean, the chassis and the motor and everything else is totally different than the previous Ringfield powered ones. And the Ringfield powered ones, I will confess, are a little bit more noisy than this. But I still like the old Ringfield ones. But this is a magnificent addition to my layout. This is really totally smooth, and I cannot recommend this enough. You will see these featured quite often on Barry Davis's channel. He talks about these quite a lot. Of course, I was watching him run his and looking quite longingly at the screen, so I couldn't see any on eBay. And then two came along at once. And I went for this one. I looked at the description, there was no cotton in it, no, I just went for it, just had to have it. And I was very fortunate to have the money to be able to buy this. I've only just been paid, so we can like do without one or two other things instead. It's lovely, isn't it? I mean, I think this is the thing. I mean, with Hornby and their railroad range, they really do need to be applauded, because there's I know they've gone the other way. I mean, if you watch the documentary which appeared on the Yesterday channel, you had Simon Kohler and the team. He was talking about detail, and they were talking about locomotives will cost £300 plus. Well, I could get 4 of these for that price, and I think it's for a different kind of modeler. You've got the collector and the person who might want to, maybe put in a case and maybe run it occasionally. Whereas this is something which you can get in and out of the box, okay? And would it be the sort of locomotive I run at an exhibition if I exhibited? Of course. I mean, it doesn't come with a fully decorated cab, no. And it's not got these separately fitted smoke box darts. And it's got a few little detail parts missing from the lining and that. But it don't detract from the look of the locomotive. And there's something you can confidently take with you, put on the track. It won't, and there's not enough bits dropping off as it's going round, And you got a locomotive that costs I think they only cost about as much as I paid second hand, new. But that was before the lockdown. They're not available in the Hornby range now, as far as I'm aware. Okay. But could you get any better for the money? My answer to that question is no, definitely not. Other ones to look out for, and they do a range of 440s. They do the county class, which is a 440 county of this. They do the stores class, the compound, and the hunt class. And also, if you can get hold of the GWR person in the railroad range, Adderley Hall in the railroad range. All these are worth looking out for, but they've been highly recommended by people, so I should imagine everybody's been buying them up. But I say, I don't think you can go wrong with one of these. This is going to be giving me years of service on my layout now. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch her coming into the station in just a moment. You can see what she's like over point. So let's put her in up by the signal now. We'll wait for the signal to change. Okay, right, we're safely seated, and we'll just bring him into the station now. Absolutely superb, absolutely magnificent. Slow it down a little bit towards the end of the there. So I just had to try to coordinate the camera and the control at the same time, so I like to slow her down toward the end of the there. Okay, so now one last look at it before we go. What are you getting? A lovely looking locomotive, nice lining on it, GWR logo there, GW, County of Cornwall, very nice runner, sprung buffers. Is my glass half empty or half full? It's more than half full. I think it's nearly full actually, looking at this. Absolutely superb, okay? Now, if you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a like, okay? Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Don't cost you, don't have to pay a subscription. You're just told when I'll be bringing out more videos. And also give that bell a ring to alert yourself to more videos. And click on all content. I do that for when I subscribe to people, okay? And like I said before, I've just gone over 200 subscribers quite recently. And I'm grateful to everyone who subscribed. I never thought in my wildest dreams or whatever we'd get over 200 subscribers. And on that note, I should say thank you very, very much for your interest. Thank you for watching, and I should bid you farewell and bye bye.